Morena, how are you going? Happy bloody Monday. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I had a lovely weekend. In the Wairarapa. And I met lovely Rita. Kia ora, Rita. Hello, Rita. Rita was so lovely. I was eating my lunch and she just popped up and said, "Hi, I love your podcast." And I'm like, oh my God, that makes me so happy. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I do these podcasts and I'm just talking to myself. And then someone just randomly pops up and goes, "I like your podcast." And I go, oh, yay, someone is listening. It's kind of a weird thing because, when you're on a stage, this is the whole off-stage part of my world. Because when I'm on a stage, it's very obvious people are listening. But when you're off stage, you don't know, do you? It's like, I write blogs and sometimes people go, "Oh, that's awesome. I love that blog." And I go, "Cool, awesome. I love it. You love that." But often you just get nothing, it's kind of weird. And then you think, oh, is anyone listening? If a tree falls over in the forest and no one sees it, did it really fall over? Whatever that fucking, I don't know what that saying is. So now some of you may have noticed I didn't do a podcast on Friday and I owe you all an apology. And I just didn't. I don't know what happened. I just kind of forgot. I had a fucked up week. These are just all my excuses. Are you ready? So I had a big week and I had Monday off because I was at a family, did a big surprise for my uncle. It was fucking fantastic. Big surprise party. It was so cool. Anyway, it didn't work Monday. So then I did one of those weird weeks, where you're a day out because I thought Tuesday was Monday and then I thought that Friday was Thursday and I don't know what happened, but anyway, it just didn't happen. And then I was like, you know what? Oh my God, I haven't done my podcast, completely blew it. And it's the only one I've missed in nearly a year. Oh, so then I started telling myself off and then I thought, you know what? No one dies, Lisa. No one dies, right? Like, it's not like it's that big a deal. So if any of you felt like you died, apologies. But, I think you're fine, aren't you? I think we're all fine. Won't do it again, I promise. But anyway. So, Monday, fucking October. I don't know what's going on. This week is mental. It is mental. This week, I feel like the very hungry caterpillar. I'm looking at my week and I'm like, holy shit, I have 5 hours of filming, 4 mentoring sessions, 3 podcasts, 2 keynotes, 2 meetings, 1 haircut. Oh my God, it's a big week. That's a lot to fit in, isn't it? It's a lot to fit in. Anyway, I'm off to the gym shortly, which is very exciting because I've been going religiously and doing a very good job of meeting with my personal trainer. And she's awesome. And I really like her because I keep going. I said to her, "I really like you." She goes, "Oh, you're not so bad yourself." I went, "Well, I must like you because otherwise I wouldn't keep coming." And really, I could actually do the exercises on my own. But to be honest, I'm just paying her, so I have to turn up. Because if I said, "Oh, I'm not going to pay Sandra anymore, I'm just going to do this at home," I won't. I'm just not that human, just no discipline. So it's better for me to pay money and then feel guilty and have to go. That just seems to work. So if I pay someone, I go. What's that about? Anyway, I don't care. It works. So that's good. And then this morning, I love Mondays because Michaela and I have this lovely, big, meaty catch up on everything that happens at Lisa Rowe. And it's awesome. Then I've got a client call in the afternoon. And then I'm meeting with my naturopath, Susan. Oh my God, I'm pretty excited about this because I've been spitting in a tube and Susan's got all my genetic testing, which is pretty cool. I've had genetic testing done once before. It was a long time ago and it wasn't a very comprehensive test. So Susan's doing a better test and oh my God, it's going to be amazing. So I'm going to find out everything, all the stuff that's good, bad and ugly because I love information about me. I just love data. Is it healthy narcissism? I don't know what that is, but I really like collecting information about me because I love information because if I've got information, I can make decisions. I'm just not a head up my ass kind of person. I'm a fucking let's get in there and find out the facts and then we know what we're dealing with. I love it. So anyway, I'll have pages and pages and pages of information about myself. Isn't that amazing? So that's quite exciting. Then on Tuesday, Tuesday's a big day. I'm doing a women's leadership program. Fuck, I love women's leadership. We just don't know how much shit we put up with as women, and it's because we think it's normal. And so having a leadership program for women to go, who are self-employed women, to go, no, don't put up with that. What's going on? I just love that. I love that. And I've got a gorgeous appointment with someone I mentor, and I just love the people I mentor. So anyone I work with basically I have to really like them because I don't have the ability to work with fucking people I don't like. There's the first problem. And they have to want to be better, you know? And it's like they're really focused on being better and I'm like in their team to get them to be better. So my job is to poke them and push them and clap for them and believe in them and support them and give them ideas and strategies on how to make them or their businesses, sometimes both, better. So that's quite cool. Got a very early mentoring call at 7 a.m. for someone special. I work with people overseas, so then I have to work in different time zones, which makes it interesting, doesn't it? Then I've got a haircut. I don't know about you, but I never like my hair the day it's cut. I hate it. And I'm never happy with it. And then the next day, I'm so happy. It's a funny old thing. Someone said, oh, your hair goes into shock. I'm like, does it though? I don't think it does. I think it's just new and weird. So anyway, haircut, that'll be good. I kind of have half haircuts because I don't like the whole, oh, you've had a haircut. I don't want anyone to know. I like it. I like to look the same all the time. So I like a consistency kind of vibe. So I have little half haircuts, like every 3.5, 4 weeks. So then it's not that big dramatic, oh, fuck, you've shorn all your hair off, you know. Then I'm doing a whole lot of filming on Wednesday. No, I'm not. I'm doing a call about filming on Wednesday. That's right. I've got a bit of filming going on. I haven't done filming since I was on the telly a long time ago. And then I'm flying to Christchurch, which is really exciting, whizzing down to Christchurch because I am speaking at 7 a.m. on Thursday on the stage at 7 a.m. Fucking hell, that's a lot of effort, isn't it? But it's worth it because it's for school principals. So I love that. So I'll be on the stage with the school principals very early in the morning. It's a breakfast for all of the school principals in Canterbury and school administrators. So that's going to be quite cool. And then I've got to whip off the stage straight to the airport, get to Auckland, and then I'm filming a podcast with my gorgeous friend, Rachel Wotton. Rachel is a spiritual healer and just general fucking guru. She's a reverend. Like, she's amazing. She's a reverend and she talks to me about religion and, oh my God, she's amazing. So the Energy Club, for those of you who are in the Energy Club, you'll be getting a brand new podcast with Rachel and I talking about spiritual energy, talking about being religious, talking about all the things. Rachel's the coolest chick in the world. She's a psychic who's also religious, who's also spiritual. She's all the things, man. She's just like such a cool chick. And yeah, so in the Energy Club, we have this special podcast that if you're in the Energy Club, you get a podcast a month, which is me talking to someone who I work with directly on my energy. So I've already done one with Susan Hunter, my naturopath, about physical health. I've done one with the gorgeous Callum McCurdy about neurodivergence and understanding our mental energy. He's a people expert, Callum. He's extraordinary. So that was like a really epic one. I've done one with my gorgeous friend Leslie, who is also a counsellor, therapist, spiritual guru, past life regression therapist, unbelievable. And I've got lots and lots of really interesting people who you get to meet when you're in Energy Club. So that's quite fun. So I'll be doing that. And then I'm filming for TV. I'm going to be on the telly for 7 sharp. Can't tell you anymore, I have to kill you. But that the whole of Friday morning, I'm going to be at TVNZ. Haven't done that. I haven't done TVNZ studio work for about, I don't know, 7 years maybe. Anyway, I'll be there. That's going to be quite fun. Doing a little segment that'll be, I'll let you know when it's going to be on live. And it won't be live, will it? Because it's being filmed. And then I'm speaking at a real estate conference in the afternoon. So then I've got to, get my best heels on, jump on a stage. Whew, and then my ass gets to sit in a plane seat and fly home. Thank God. Because I travel a lot and I love it. I do love travel. But I have been away like 20 out of the, no, I've been away 20 out of the last 27 nights. Like, that's a lot. Because I came from China, went to Dunedin, went to Hawke's Bay, went to the Wairarapa. Like, it's been hectic. So I'm hanging out this weekend. I'm so excited because I'm doing nothing. And when I say nothing, like proper nothing, like just like proper fuck all, like nothing. Like I won't even leave my pajamas. I'll just be in my pajamas, being smelly on the couch with Max, probably binge watching a couple of good movies that I've got stored up or something. I'll probably eat popcorn and just do not much. I'll probably make an omelette. I like to make a big fat fluffy Italian omelette. And then I like to just lie on the couch and just live on popcorn for the rest of the day, really. I love popcorn. So there you go. That's a big weekend. But I have got some treats planned in because I'm feeling a little fatigued. I have to be honest with you. I'm going, oof, and this is the big bit, right? Because I feel like we've had 10 months. Have we had 10 or have we had 9? Anyway, October. It's sort of, this is the pointy bit. And then we've got to just push over the hump. I'm talking to myself here. Push over the hump into Christmas. And for me, the next 2 months are insane. So I've just made a little note in my planner for what am I doing for myself? What am I doing for myself? So I'm going to the gym this morning, which is a good thing. Then I've got a health catch up with my naturopath, which is also a really good thing because Susan asked me all kinds of questions and just checks in generally about the supplements I'm taking, how I'm sleeping, how I'm feeling. It's a really good health check. And I think having regular, like, how are you really though, health checks is so important instead of, we go to a doctor when we're sick, but it's like, what about a wellness program? What's the program? So every sort of 6 to 8 weeks, I check in with Susan and she goes, and how are you really? And what's going on? And are you feeling okay when you wake up? Or how's your sleep? And, all the things. And as I've been going through all the menopause fuckery, and it's like keeping an eye on hormone levels, keeping an eye on sleep patterns, keeping an eye on, all of those things, so important. And there's always so much we can do, to help that. Like I've been taking huge amounts of turmeric, which is officially called curcumin, and that's for inflammation. And so when you lose estrogen, your tendons get quite inflamed. And so to get rid of the inflammation, I'm already gluten-free, dairy-free, mostly sugar-free, actually. I don't really care about sugar. But the large amounts of turmeric has been good. So, keeping an eye on that's been really good. So I've got those two things. Tuesday, I've got a haircut. Well, that's a good bit of maintenance and just sitting, talking shit in the chair for an hour. That's like a rest, isn't it? Wednesday night, I've booked in. I'm going to have a very good Epsom salt bath. Made sure the hotel I'm staying in's got a big fat bubble bath. So I'll be giving myself a beautiful bubble bath with some music, some healing, vibrational kind of dinging and donging. That'll make for me. Thursday night, I've booked in a massage because I've got to keep this body moving. And then Friday night, I'm having dinner with my daughter, my eldest daughter, Wellington. So it's like, that's a whole lot of little treats, isn't it? And when I look at my calendar and I look at my week, I go, oh, Jesus, Lisa, that's a lot. But I've got a lot of treats. And I think whenever you're overwhelmed, my solution is do more, add in more good stuff. So on top of all the things I've got 5 lovely things, one a day. So every day I go, oh, what's lovely today? And then I go, oh, what am I going to wear each day? That I really want to wear, that'll make me happy. Like things that are like, oh, that's my favorite dress, or oh, that's my favorite jacket. So making sure that I've got lovely things, because when I just chuck anything in a bag, it doesn't really happen that often, but if I get tired, I do that. Then it's useless, right? I'm just like, I don't want to wear that. I feel boring. I don't want to feel boring. I want to feel special. We all want to feel special, don't we? I've also got an old friend coming for dinner. Not old as in he's old, he's the same age as me, but just, from way back. So that's going to be nice to catch up with him. Actually, I've got to plan that. What am I going to cook for dinner on Tuesday? What will I cook for dinner on Tuesday? I wonder what his favorite. I quite like to ask people what their favourite food is when they're coming to my house, and then I try and make it. That makes me happy. So maybe I'll do that. There you go. Right, that's a big fat week, isn't it? Big fat week. I hope you've got a lovely week. I hope you've got some stuff peppered in your week, some little, what I call pockets of perfect. What have you got every day this week? It might just be a coffee in the car, staring at the water somewhere, right? It might be wandering around a florist shop or a plant shop or somewhere where you go, oh my God. Where's the place you go to that you go, oh my God, I did lots of junk slutting over the weekend. Little candlestick here, little bloody, I don't know, little coaster there, little vase, little bits and bobs, little $5, $10, $5. I love a trinket. I went to Salvation Army and, oh, I love it. Little shops, Carterton, Greytown, all those little shops, that makes me happy. So just put some stuff in your week that makes you happy, I reckon, because we're getting to the pointy end of the year. Midway through October. How'd that happen? Anyway, have an amazing week. Have a lovely week. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go and do some rowing on some bloody squats, and then I've got to do a fucking sit-up arrangement. It hurts my tummy. But anyway, it's good. It's good. all is well. This week, it says in my planner, honour your body. That's the quote today. And that's what I'm doing. I'm honouring my body.